We should look for a new investment. Mora doesn't grow on trees.
Look what we found! Leonard wrote a book!
Oh, let me see. I could have predicted as much. Your average astrologist would but I am Mona. I simply need to deduce the missing port. Finished at last.
So what does it say?
Just as I thought. Leonard was an adventurer who lived 2,000 years ago. His lifelong dream was to reach
2,000 years? So
somehow, for some reason, this
Paimon thinks so too.
The meteorites harbor elemental energy, and if I'm guessing correctly, there should be some sort of core meteorite among the bunch, within which is a crystal that harbors Leonard's spirit. Well, if I were Leonard, I would want to make sure the core lands right on the snowy summit that I never made it to while I was alive.
So the core should be at the top of Pylos Peak? Where is
It's the first I'd heard of it too. So I compared the map from the book against the current.
Are you trying to
I once read somewhere that the Animo Archon, Barbados, the mountains of that age were replaced by the vast stretch of ocean we see today. Still, a mountain that high, drop it into the ocean and the summit still reaches as this is Pylos Peak.
Looks like someone beat us here. Is this like a popular Ah, it's you!
Huh? You again.
Look at the state he's in.
He managed to extricate himself from the dream on his own strength? How is that possible?
Just because you are powerless to do something does not mean that I am. You're too late anyway. I finished my research.
We knew it! This was all a dirty trick by the Fatui!
Save it! No more fun and games for me today. I'll come for you when I'm good and ready.
You entered the dream they've all been having, didn't you? How much do you know about Leonard?
Leonard? Who's Leonard? Whatever. I've discovered something far more important and far more terrifying.
What?
The stars, the sky, it's all a gigantic hoax. A lie.
The stars are a lie. What are you talking about?
Is this some kind of astrological debate between... Seriously?
Oh, you are so naive, it kills me. Still, can't really blame you. After all...
A few moments ago, you mean...
Look, I really don't have the time to do this right now. What was the Jester thinking? He must have had some inkling of what we might discover on this mission. Would it really have been so Time for me to go out and find the truth. So long, suckers.
Can you believe that guy? He calls us suckers and then he just trots off. No one disrespects me. No one! Ugh. Time to show them what you get when you cross world-class genius with pure, unadulterated rage.
Delve into destiny.
Feels good. Cook this through.
Wow, you fought so fiercely.
Told you. That's what happens. You bet I am. Paimon, you agree too.
Sure did.
See? How do you... He seemed genuinely shaken, though. I don't think he was lying. I was always taught to talk about the false sky during astrological reading. I digress. Come on, let's finish the job we came to do.
Whoa, this must be the core.
This stone harbors an unbelievable amount of elemental energy, and yes. Otherwise, the victims will never wake up. This core is the root cause of everything that has happened.
With ropes, we can scale mountains. With boats, we can sail the seas. By age 40, I had conquered every last domain. Pylos Peak alone defeated me. As an adventurer, and well, maybe in other ways too. Now, I am approaching the end of my life. Many times I have sat and stared up at that peak as the boundless snow slowly engulfed me. It is a beast without weakness, the merciless face of the world. It fills me with fear. And when an adventurer loses courage, they can no longer climb mountains. My mountaineering days may be over, but I have a greater ambition now. Humans create tools to conquer nature, and when nature conquers them in return, they create better tools. Where our legs cannot take us, maybe our tools can. And when tools fail us, perhaps wings can carry us instead. My dear friend, I leave you my designs for the wings of incompletion. Against the unknown, humanity stands as one. To be alive is to seek, to set foot in every place that the eye can see. I have little time remaining, though the wind has not yet come for my soul. But between us and your children, students, and friends, I believe that someone will reach that place at last.
Wow. Well, that was unexpected. Who would have thought that human will can survive in the skies for millennia on end? Astrology really is an incredible...
What makes...
The ability to communicate with the stars can give you access to all the secrets from throughout human history. Though, of course, very few astrologists... What's with the formal tone all of a sudden? And speaking of formal tone, what is the deal with that girl, Fischl? She's a curious one.
Paimon thinks so too. She's so... Yeah. Although, is she one of these people who...
You may well be right.
Even so, Paimon thinks that the most surprising thing of all was how Pylos Peak turned into a teeny tiny little island.
A mountain of yesteryear now sits as an island in the sea. Almost anyone from Mondstadt could reach it now, just by jumping in a boat.
In other words, everyone can climb Pylos Peak now. Do you think Leonard would be happy about it? The situation with wings, people can travel further and higher than ever before and explore new and unknown places. The victims should finally start waking up now that we've dealt with the core. And we have finally finished our commission from the Adventurers Guild.